Well, I guess just your decision to come back. What went into that, and just your thoughts?
Yeah, so I had a lot of long conversations with family and friends and current and former teammates, and I just felt like personally it was the best thing for me to come back. And Coach D, he was relentless too, and trying to get me to come back. And I'm happy. I definitely think I made the right decision, and I'm fired up for this upcoming season.
What was this past year like for you? I know it was an up and down season, but you got that starting role. I mean, what did you take away from last year?
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun, getting out there, being make plays for the team and for my brothers, and that's really why I do it. I do it for them, and I do it for all other 109 guys in that locker room.
What was the substance of those conversations you had? What were the talking points and the decisions you had to make?
I don't really want to get too deep into it, but it was just stuff regarding my future plans and stuff that maybe I haven't done yet that I want to do, and just stuff like that.
How much did last year's success, DJ, have you hit your ceiling yet? How much did that motivate you that maybe you can do more?
No, I don't think I've hit my ceiling. There's always more to do. There's always room to grow, and I want to say that made a huge factor in my decision, but it was definitely more for those guys in the locker room, and I think we have unfinished business here, get the opportunity to come back and try to win a championship. Who doesn't want that?
We heard you were banged up at times last year. Did you put yourself back together, if you will?
Yeah, just a small procedure, nothing huge. Definitely be ready for the season,
Is it your leg or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had a similar procedure done in 2021.
Okay.
Came back fine, no issues, so I'm not super worried about it.
What is it like, DJ, playing as much as you did and trying to get physically right after a season like that?
It can be a lot at times, but that's what I signed up for. You sign up to play, you sign up to be out there on the field and make plays, and that's just part of the game.
What type of stuff was Spencer saying to you? Is he giving you little texts here and there, or what, to convince you back?
I won't go too far into it, but he was definitely hitting my line a lot. Probably at least once a day after the bowl game, and like I said, he's relentless, and just like we are on defense. So yeah, he got the job done.
Why do you want to come back and play for Spence? What's your relationship like with him? Why was his message, particularly effective?
Just he's awesome. He cares about us so much more as people than just football players, and that was a huge thing for me. Just he like I say, he doesn't think of us just as football players. He truly cares about us. He loves each and every one of us on this team, and that means a lot.
Look at who you guys lost on the defense. You're going to be the most productive guy, one of the leaders now. You're obviously that guy. Did that play into this at all, or what do you make of your role in this defense, being one of the guys, so to speak, next year? I
don't think it really played a ton into my decision, but I'm definitely excited for the opportunity and the challenge, and it's going to be that. It's going to be a challenge. We have a lot of work to do from now until September 2nd, and I'm fired up to get after it.
The DNA of DJ Schramm in terms of leadership, is that something that's going to come natural? Is that something you started last year, and is that something you can really, really push this next year?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like the way I lead is more just how I show up every day. Personally, I think I'm a pretty consistent guy. I don't really like to talk about myself too much, but I think the guys in that locker room can expect the same thing from me every day.
You lose a lot of guys that lined up in front of you. What do you have to do? You're great. Probably your best attribute is your experience for a defense going to have some new pieces.
Yeah.
What do you feel like you have to do to make this defense good next year?
Yeah, I'm going to have to step up and lead those guys. Like he was saying, it's going to be a challenge, but we have a lot of good pieces coming in, and we'll definitely get them ready to go by September 2nd.
Obviously, no more Zeke Noah. So who are some young linebackers you're excited about seeing in 23?
Yeah, I'm excited about a lot of them. Marcos played a good amount before he got hurt last year. Drew had a lot of production in the time that he played. Misa, he got to play a little bit in the bowl game on special teams. Ty, he's played a lot for us, so I'm fired. And I'm fired about Jake and Gavin too. They're going to get their shot here in spring ball. It'll be fun to watch and see who takes advantage of their opportunity.
There's a lot of people that probably wouldn't want to go to school for 6 years.
Yeah.
You're doing engineering and stuff. Like, I mean, how many classes are you gonna have to take? Like, what degree are you gonna finish with? And was that part of your decision? Like, man, do I really want to like go back to class for another 12 months?
Yeah, I mean, school, I mean, having that degree is huge. I mean, I just got mine in December, so I'm working on adding a couple certificates to that degree, so I'm glad I'm coming back with the purpose, for school.
And you don't, or maybe you have, do you have visions of playing beyond Boise State, or it sounds like from what we've heard in the past, you have visions of going off and changing the world?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like to think about it too much. If the opportunity presents itself, I'll definitely take advantage of it, but right now I'm just focused on the rest of the day and this season and being the best we can.
Where'd your dad kind of fall into all this? Was talking to him later in the season. He seemed like he wanted you to come back at that point. I mean, what was he pushing for that too, or what were those conversations like?
I wouldn't say he was really leaning one way or the other. What he said to me was, no matter what decision you make, it's going to be the right one because you're going to make it the right one, So I think maybe a little bit on the inside, he's happy I came back. I mean, he said that if he had the opportunity to come back and play for an extra year, he would have. So, it's kind of how it went.
Will you be able to compete in spring ball, or do you know yet?
No.
You don't know, or you won't be?
No, I won't be able to.
You're out of spring
Yeah.
ball, so August you'll be able to dive back in.
Oh yeah, I'll be back by summer conditioning.
Okay.
Was that part of the decision too, knowing if you had to have rehab and surgery and all that, and if you wanted to go through that?
Yeah, I mean, your body's all part of it. I mean, that's what you use to play the game, and it definitely was part of the decision. I want to say it was the deciding factor, though.
Do you think it's going to be different? BJ talked about it a little bit, but I'll just use term. You're one of the rock stars around here now. You'll probably have a banner on the stadium in August. Like, are you happy? Are you excited? Are you prepared for kind of what's coming your way as being one of the focal feature players on this program?
I don't know if I'm prepared for it, but I'm excited for the opportunity. I'm excited to take advantage of every opportunity I get. Nothing's promised, but like I said, I'm just excited.
When did you kind of make your decision? And then you mentioned that you were talking with Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
What did you tell him, and what was his reaction like?
It was a little bit after Christmas. I took about a week, maybe a little over, to kind of decompress. But yeah, Coach D, he was fired up when I told him.
Did you text him or call him?
I gave him a call. Yeah, he was hanging out with the family, and he was fired up. Yeah.
After a pretty impressive year last year, where do you think you can get better this year?
I mean, there's always room to grow. One thing I really want to emphasize is just forcing more turnovers. That was something maybe we struggled with as a whole on defense, and I'd like to be a part of that, making that improvement this upcoming season.